Okay, so let's get started, I guess. Welcome everyone to the stream. I'm Lei. Thank you for joining me tonight. We are gonna be painting this little watercolor piece. But if it turns out well, and if I get accepted into the EF Art Show, I'll be showing it there hopefully. So yes, that's gonna be good. Let's see. Trying to not start by dipping my brushes into my drinking water. That would be bad. So as always, if you guys want to ask anything, that's fine. If you guys have suggestions, you can just tell me anything. I'll see what I can do. And I hope we'll just have a nice time here. I'm super nervous, so if I say some weird stuff, it's just cause I'm nervous, basically. So what I'm gonna be doing here is I'm gonna be painting this round background sun moon thingy. Don't really know what it is, but it's gonna be red anyways. So tonight I have an extra plate to mix my color on because my mixing space is kind of limited on my little palette or in my paint box. So I'll be mixing up a nice red. I'm not sure actually if I can paint and talk and listen to music at the same time, so we'll see. Maybe I'll have to stop listening to music eventually. And I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get with this painting tonight. We'll just have to see. I think I'll be streaming for like a few hours until midnight here maybe, so that's 3 hours. Maybe if I get really tired I'll stop sooner. We'll see. So are you guys doing anything else tonight except for watching the stream? Gonna start with this first wash. It's gonna be pretty thin. Can always layer. Today I'm using some better watercolor paper than last time, so it should be able to take some more layers. So you're basically treating your food coma, Jasiri, with some painting. That's very thin. Let's see. So basically I don't care if I paint over the edges of this thing because it's gonna have a darker background. I can paint over that. I don't mind if I paint over the character either, because there is gonna be like a backlit effect. So if some of the color of that background ends up on the character, that's totally fine. It's kind of what I want anyways. So this is kind of easy way to start. I just have to make sure I soften those edges a little bit. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out at all. We'll just have to see. Maybe it will be super ugly. I don't know. We'll see. Just we'll see if it turns out awesome. Can't promise anything. So I don't want any hard edges here at all, so I'm just going over everything with water and softening it. Let's see. It doesn't look too bad. Okay, so what are these strange messages I'm getting? That's probably spam, yes. Oh well. I don't care. Oh no, the spam bots found me already. That's okay. So I also brought my hairdryer today, so I'm probably going to be using it. And when I do, I'm going to mute the audio because it's really loud and I don't want you guys to have to listen to that. That looks fine, I think. I honestly don't know how to moderate, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. This is my third time streaming at all, so I'm a total noob. A total noob, that's what I am. Let's see, these bead thingies are also gonna be red, so I'll add some color to those as well. It's not very exact right now. Just trying to get everything in where I need it to be. Come back and refine it later. Looks fine so far. God, I wish we could use Telegram stickers on here. We have emojis at least, I think, right? Okay, let's see. What else can I do? I could add some skin color. It's gonna be pretty dark. It's gonna be pretty dark, so let's see. I don't paint skin very often, so it'll be a fun little experience. It's very brown. Let's see. Oops. I'm already dropping my paper and everything. basically I'm just trying to get some color on there. And then we'll figure stuff out from there. So I'm gonna be using my hair dryer now. I'll mute the microphone for a little bit until the thing is dry. Shouldn't take long. Hi James, thank you for coming. Always great to have more people. So I'll just give this some more time to dry and then we'll paint some more. I'm really warm, so I need to take off some clothes. I get super warm when I'm painting, like always. Painting or drawing, it's just, I don't know why. No, Jazz, we're not. But I can't sit here and overheat, can I? So I'll add more paint now to this, let's call it the moon. It's a red moon. Try to remember to show you this little mixing plate, but I might forget. Yeah, Corbik, yes, I do need to think a lot while painting. It's kind of, I get very focused. If I forget to talk, just poke me. Let's see if this is... It's still a little bit wet. Let's wait a little bit more. You should usually wait until the paper is bone dry before you try to add more layers. Otherwise stuff is gonna get interesting. So I really want to start painting that right now, but probably have to wait a little bit longer. I don't want to have to mute my microphone again just to use the hair dryer, so yeah, we'll just have to be patient. I'll have a little bit of a drink, which is just water. No, I don't want to say. Don't make me. Come on. Last time, oh, thank you, Regan. Thank you so much. So, last time when I was painting my con badge, there were a lot of different areas that I could work on, but here it's basically just the cheetah face, like the figure, the moon, and then the dark background. So there's probably going to be some amount of waiting here. I'll try to use my hairdryer as much as I can to speed things up. Okay, let's go here. I really love this orange. It's a great color. I never wear orange stuff, but I really like it. Looks pretty great. Oh, I'm spattering a bit on that face, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, James, I'm trying not to rush stuff too much, but yeah, I want to be entertaining as well. On the one hand, I want to paint a great painting, and on the other hand, I want to be entertaining. Yeah. This paper is so much nicer to paint on than the one I used last time. This is, I think this is Winsor & Newton's watercolor paper, if I remember correctly. It's much nicer to paint on. Hey Owen, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Let's see, these are gonna be red anyway, so I can just paint over them. They're gonna be much darker red than the background. Tell me guys if I'm talking too quietly, and I'll try to talk louder. I know sometimes I just mumble to myself. I'll probably end up using some gouache on this too at the end to add some like light effects and stuff, some special effects. Oh, and you're from Instagram. That's great. I I interact with a lot of people, so I'm really sorry if I don't remember you. I'm really bad with names as well, so. It doesn't look too bad, does it? Oh, okay, Owen. Do you go by the same name over there? Because then I'll go look you up later. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, Karbik, I definitely recognize people by their avatars. When people change their avatars on Twitter, I have no no idea who they are anymore. Oh, okay, Owen. Thank you so much. Jazz, maybe furry names are more unique, I guess. Possibly. Some of them, at least. I don't know if I should put on my little hand sock thing, because I don't want to put my hand too much on the paper. Get some of my sweaty hand sweat on there. That wouldn't be good. I'm sorry, I'm gross. That's just how it is. Thank you so much. No, the camera is mounted on a homemade tripod thing. It works pretty well, I guess. I'm tilting my painting surface a little bit today. I find it easier to paint that way. It's also nicer for my neck and my back. Karbik, I'm also terrified that I'm pronouncing everyone's names wrong. That's... oh god, yeah. I'm just worried, okay? That's what I am. I'm just worried about stuff all the time. I don't want to offend people accidentally. Totally forgot this area between the fingers. Oops. That's how I do stuff. It's gonna be fine though. As I said just Siri before, if you're talking to me. It's just Siri, right? Unless it's Spanish. Hasiri. So I'm just softening those edges here a little bit. I don't want any hard edges between the... between the background and the figure. Oh, it's already dry there. Never mind then. I'll just leave it as it is. So, for those who haven't seen my tweets, I did a little trial painting here. This is more or less what it's gonna look like, or something similar to this when it's done. So we'll have a backlit figure. Basically most of it is in shadow. And then a really dark background, and I kind of want the figure to fade into the background somehow. We'll see how it turns out. We'll just see. Like, it seems like I plan a lot, but then I just wing it. So I'm gonna be using the hairdryer again. So I'm muting the microphone just for a moment, if I can. Come on, little phone. Carbs, you're asking me really difficult questions. The beads are for tying the cheetah face on. And they look cool. That's their purpose, I guess. The eyes of the character, they're going to be glowing red as well, so I'll just paint them now. One of my greatest problems with painting without like ink lines is that I lose my my drawing and then I don't know where anything goes anymore, so I'm a little bit worried that I'm gonna mess this up. I also scanned the thing before I taped it to my drawings or my painting surface, my painting board, in case I need something to have as a reference later. It's probably fine like this. I guess not, Garvik. I guess not. It sounds like kind of boring though. Just like, it looks cool, I guess. Maybe. It doesn't have a deep, like a deep significance or anything. Okay, I want to start painting the background. Like the dark background. So that I can judge the values on the figure better later. And I'm gonna be mixing some really dark colors, indigo and some black, and maybe a little bit of a maroon maybe. I think that worked before. I guess I rely on the rule of cool a lot, Carbs. So this, I'm probably gonna have to go over the dark background a few times to get it as dark as I want. Like the paint looks dark, but it's not really. Like you need a lot of paint to make something dark in watercolor. I'm picking up some of that Perylene Maroon to neutralize it a bit more, so it's not too bluish green. The indigo is a little bit too bluish green for my liking. I wish I had some Payne's Gray, but I don't. Oh, we'll just have to do with what I have. I'm using this black, which is Mars black, and it has some cool granulation effects, which I hope we'll be seeing. So yeah, I'll just be mixing more paint here because we're gonna need a lot to cover all that background. Thanks, Anubian. So glad you could join. So I'm just gonna try out this paint that I mixed on a scrap piece of paper, which I have here. It's just some printer paper, which is really bad for watercolor, but it allows me to judge the color of the paint at least. I don't think this is nearly enough paint, but I'll dilute it a little bit and we'll go back over it later. Kind of stresses me out trying to cover such a large background area because I don't want any unwanted hard edges. Oops, I'm splattering again everywhere. Oh, that looks not bad. That's kind of the color that I wanted. So I don't know, I don't really know a lot about watercolor painting, but one of the things that you need to do is to have this little bead. If you want flat washes, you need to have this little bead that is pulled by gravity, and you just need to drag it down so that everything is smooth. I don't want a lot of backgrounds and stuff like that. Backgrounds, not backgrounds. Back runs in my painting. Not today anyways. This is probably one of my favorite things to do in watercolor, is just painting flat washes. Keep putting my arm on my paper that I dry off my brushes on, and it's really wet and icky on my arm, but I don't really have anywhere else to put it, so I'm worried that I'm gonna get a little bit of a hard edge up here, but I can't really do much about that. I'd rather just try to fix it later, because I can't both be painting this side and then the other side at the same time. That's not gonna work. It's difficult to multitask like that. I wish I had some masking fluid actually to mask off the bead thingies, the beaded strings, but I don't. So I just have to paint around them. If I paint over them, I can just go back with some gouache later. That's my go-to solution. It's just using gouache whenever I do something wrong. I'll respond to your comments just now. I can't paint this and read your things at the same time. I'm really sorry. I'll get back to you just now. Oops. It's really a difficult angle to paint it here. You'll have to do like that. A lot of concentration goes into this, yes. You guys are indeed correct. I'm gonna have to start from up here as well. And go down, go down, go down, go down. Doesn't help that my hands are kind of shaky and I went over the thing. Oops, it's fine. It's totally fine. Everything is fine. I did it again. That's what happens. Stuff happens. And then you deal with it. Are you guys entertained by this? I don't know how fun it is to watch me just try to paint around these things. Wow, much entertained. Very painting. I'll actually have to use my brush to lift out some of the paint here, or we're gonna get a little background. And that's not fun. Here we go. Thank you so much, dude. A lot of people, or some people, have told me that I have like a calming voice, but I don't know how that's possible. I find my own voice super, super annoying. So yeah, but thank you. Thanks, guys. You're too nice to me. For some reason, I like my voice better when I speak English than when I speak Swedish. I don't know why. Just think it sounds less abrasive in English. The paint is drying too fast now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's almost done here. Just a little last piece of background here, and then we'll do the other side as well. Should have done the left part, the left side first, since I'm right-handed, but I didn't do that. So oops. It's gonna have to be fine anyways. There we go. Oops, it's almost out of frame. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. So I'm gonna have to mix some more paint for the other side, and I hope I can get it somewhat similar to what it was on the right side. Keep throwing dark paint into the left mixing area, which I don't intend to do, but it just gets so exciting mixing color. That's certainly one way to do it. I don't think I want to attempt that tonight. That would be really that would be really funny if I just did that. Oh my god. Okay, I'll paint the other side now. And try to not put my hand on the already painted area. You know, guys, this uses a lot of paint. It's much more so than I'm used to. No, that's not really the same color either. Oops, let's see. I find it really funny how I said I wanted to go for like another color scheme than just like a warm, cool one, and then I just do the one that I'm used to. It's just too greenish. Let's see. I'm sorry if I put my hand in the middle of the thing now. I can't really help it. It's an awkward angle. I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. I'm also really scared of accidentally poking my head into view. You guys can't see me like this painting. Look like a little watercolor goblin or something. Unfortunately, you have to look at my hairy arms and hands, but you'll have to survive. I'm not really sorry. Why? That edge. That edge is not looking as as good as it should be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I'll have to fix that later. I can't touch it more now. I actually really want my little sock thing now, because I feel like I'm putting my hand on the paper a lot. I'll actually turn this around, I think, a little bit. Oops. I did not anticipate it being difficult to paint it from this side, but of course, since I'm right-handed, it's a little bit more difficult like this. Can't really turn it on, like around it completely, but I'll have to do like this. I wonder if painting this background is gonna be like if the background is the thing I'm gonna be spending the most time on. Probably, maybe. Super tempted to add stars, but I add stars to everything, so I think no stars this time. Black stars on a black sky. Or it's not really black, but it's kind of black. It'll have to serve as the black of this painting. It concerns me that this side looks darker than the other side, but I think it's gonna look better when the paint dries. I'm lifting so much paint. I'm thinking for the EF art show I need to have some more space cheetahs as well. So I'll probably paint some cheetahs in spacesuits. Or maybe some lions. Maybe. Or some other cats. And I'll probably just do some paintings of cheetahs in general. To also have in the art show. I didn't even sign up for the art show yet, so we'll see how that goes. I think I have until the last day in March to sign up. I probably should do it now, but I like to procrastinate. Okay, James, thank you for joining, and see you some other time. So yeah, I think I wanna do the art show. I have some old paintings that I'll bring, and this one, and I want to have some more ones as well. Like, I'll try to paint as much as I can, and then I'll see what I'll bring. If I don't have a lot of new stuff, I'll just bring some old stuff, and yeah. But I definitely want to attend do the art show. Super nervous about it, but I'm super nervous about everything, so just gotta do it, I guess. And Jazz, you should definitely sign up to show some of your photography. Photography, that's a difficult word. But yeah. Do it. Also, Karbik, if I don't answer your question from before, please remind me. I just need to finish the background here. I'm not sure if it was a question. Something about wet in wet. So as much as I could read before I needed to focus. Would be cool if there was like a voice chat thing, you know, so that I could hear you guys. If you wanted to talk, of course. That'd be super cool. Still feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself, but it's fine. I do like having company when I paint. It's super fun. So when I've finished this part of the background, I'm gonna go make some coffee for myself, just so that you guys know. Let the background dry for a little bit. Carbs, you wouldn't dare what? Use a voice chat? You would dare. If I can do it, I think you can do it as well. I'm dealing with too many edges here, drying all at once. It's kind of stressful. It's kind of stressful. It's a bit finicky, this section here. I think it's really weird actually, because I get really super nervous and anxious before streaming. Like, I feel like I'm gonna die. But then once I start, like now, it's totally fine. I feel super calm. I think it's because I'm doing something else at the same time, so I don't really have time to think about anything. But yeah, it's just so weird. I wish I could tell myself beforehand it's gonna be fine, but it doesn't help. I know, Forrest. I'm telling myself it's gonna be fine as well, but it doesn't work like that. Also, we still don't know if I'm gonna mess up horribly or embarrass myself. There's still a lot of painting to do. Can definitely feel the paint drying on my mixing surface. Like, it gets thicker and darker as I'm painting, so I have to remember to add some more water, which I did now, and now it looks like it's a bit too thin. But it's fine. Yes, exactly, just happy little accidents. Exactly. So when I accidentally spill my paint water all over this painting, it's gonna be a happy little accident. Can start over and make a better painting. It's not gonna happen, by the way. I hope not. Oh, okay. Oh no, there are some spaces here that I need to paint as well. Oh my god. Happy little accidents, yes. I love cheetah puns, but I can't do them while painting. It takes too much brain power that I don't have. There we go. Oh. Yeah. That doesn't look too bad, does it? I keep saying that every single time. I'm sorry if you guys can't see properly because I've been like holding my hand over the whole thing, but oh, that's really awesome. I also don't know how to pronounce your username. Is it Tenekire? Tenekire? I have no idea. I'm really sorry for butchering your name. Tene, like Tene? Is that fine? Oh, okay. I'll say Tene. And if you get bored of me saying that, just tell me how to pronounce it some other way. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit. I'll go make coffee quickly and then I'll be back. It will only take a few minutes. So I'll mute my microphone in the meanwhile. Maybe I'll use the hairdryer when I get back to dry the thing off as well. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. I also have a lot of problem muting my my mic on my phone, so it takes a few attempts. Oh, come on. So guys, I'm back. I made some coffee and I used my hairdryer a little. So now you're gonna have to listen to me drink. I'll try to do it quietly. Let's see. So I'm actually kind of happy with how dark the background got. I don't like this area here where you can see where I painted the two halves of the background. So I might have to go over it later with some more paint. And also I see that I missed some spots here along the edge. So I'll probably have to go over the whole thing with another layer later, but we won't do that now. I think we're gonna start painting the actual figure, which is gonna be really interesting because painting skin is difficult for me, and painting it all in shadow is also gonna be difficult. So we'll see how it goes. I'll start by painting the little cheetah face, I think, because that's what I'm the most familiar with. We'll just go from there. Oh, Corbig, Wet n Wet. I don't use it much because it's kind of hard to control. So you basically just wet down the whole thing, like the area that you want to paint, and then you drop color into that. I find that I never get like proper flat washes from that. But as you can see here, I didn't get any, like, it's not very flat, the wash. There is a background. Let me see. I'll pull this up a little bit so you can see there is a background here where I added more water. Can you see that? I think you can see that. I'm just checking on my other screen. So there is a background here and there is a background here where I added more water. So the background is not that flat, but it's fine, and it's gonna be more even if I go over it with another layer. So yeah, I don't use Wet n Wet much. It also causes the paper to buckle a lot. I don't really like that. I think it's just very hard to control, basically. So I try to not use it. What I will do is that I can paint wet on dry, like a big area, and then I can drop some color into that. That's fine, but yeah. Just doing a clear wash, like water, and then just paint that. I don't find that useful. But it depends on the kinds of effects you want, I guess. So I hope that answers your question. Honestly, I very rarely do paintings this size. I've only done a few. I do so much sketching in my sketchbooks that I kind of forget that there is something else to do other than that. And I'm really enjoying painting some larger things. Even painting my badge for EF was super fun, and I enjoy spending some more time on it. Like I can spend a few hours on a sketch as well, but it's different anyways. So let's see. I'm gonna paint that little cheetah face. It's so cute. So let me just rearrange all my things here. We are gonna use yellow ochre, I think. And we're gonna dull it down with some blue and some magenta, I think. We'll see. So here we have some yellow ochre. Oh, I forgot to put on my paper protection device. Carbig, do you paint a lot of watercolor paintings, because I haven't really seen that many from you. I would like to see some if you could show me later. That would be awesome. I had a reference photo somewhere that I need to look at. So I'm just seeing if that's the color I want. So this is probably a little bit too saturated. I want it grayer. I could add purple, but the purple I have is dioxazine, and it's not that light fast, so I'm trying to not use it too much in these paintings. Let's see. Bluer. No. No, that's not the right color. Oh, okay, carbs. Okay, let's see if we can do this. That's not really the color I want though. Let me just do some more mixing here. Sorry guys. I don't want it to be green. This is super messy right now, but it will turn out nice. Okay, we'll go with this. I'll try to do this in layers. It's easier to control, to get the right color. I think I can go over the hair as well, and I'll, let's see. No, I'll do the hair layer, I think. The hair is going to be darker than the fur on the cheetah. I also want to add some blue here because it's going to look nice. Let's see. This is kind of the first time that I ever paint something with lighting coming from the back, I think. So I'm a bit unsure on how it's gonna turn out. We'll just have to see. I need to blend that area. I'm sorry if I'm not that talkative today. I kind of need to concentrate a lot. But just poke me if I'm boring. Carbs, I haven't tried the iridescent paints. But they look fun. I'd totally try them. But I'm having a lot of... how should I say it? I'm so busy trying to learn just usual watercolors that I haven't really felt like I should try those as well, but they seem really fun, and you can get some cool effects with them. But yeah, I'd like to try them sometime. Do you have some? I'd love to try them actually, that would be fun. I'm listening to Cruel Summer on Spotify right now, which has been my jam for the past, I don't know how long, 2 weeks? I don't know. I just like listening to the same song over and over. But this time it just came on, I didn't, yeah. Why didn't I paint this area red, honestly? It's gonna be pretty light later, but yeah, that would be fun, Carvik, actually. But yeah. I'm having enough trouble with these normal watercolors. Okay. Let's do the hair. It's gonna be darker. Let's mix a darker brown. The face is totally too light right now, but I'll fix that later. It's just the first layer, so. Oh, I totally forgot about that backlight. Let's see, this needs to be a bit lighter. Then, oops. It's fine. It's fine. It'll have to be fine. Here we go. Then just darker here. See, I fucked up a little bit now, but it's gonna be fine. Can blot this a little bit. Oops, yeah. That's what happens when you don't concentrate. But it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm not liking this hard edge right here now, but I can fix that. No problem. I just dropped my brush. Oh god. I think I need to drink my coffee. Let me see if I can fix this before it dries completely here. See, you can fix mistakes in watercolor, you just gotta work at it a little bit. See, problem solved. I'll probably go into like all the edges and add some more red later for that glowy effect. I'm not very concerned with that right now. I need to paint the skin. So let's see if we can mix up a little bit better of a skin color than what I have going at the moment. We're gonna need that red. Think. Oh no, that's not. That's not what we want. Gonna have to delete this a lot. That is very, very pink. That's not at all what I wanted. This is a lot of trial and error right now. Let me see if I have some references here. Okay, we'll try this and see if it looks nice or not. This is gonna look really weird right now, but I promise it's gonna look better later. I think I should be using my larger brush. Feels weird using a small one. So basically the figure needs to be so dark, and that's why it looks weird right now, because the hair isn't dark enough, and the cheetah face isn't dark enough. So this paint that I'm putting down right now looks really out of place and weird. But hopefully it's gonna look better later. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's gonna dry later, lighter as well. So I'm not super concerned about what it looks like right now. Although I do want some of that red in some of these areas. And this arm that is like on the orange background is gonna be really, really dark eventually. Basically, I'm just trying to cover this whole area with this one color to get the value right, and then I can tweak it later. It's looking a little bit funny. That's fine. So I'm not really sure what I want this color down here to be, this white area that I left. I'll just see later what I want it to look like. I'll just paint over it for now, and I'll figure something out. I'm adding some more blue to paint the arm that is in the back. Thanks Anubian. Thank you so much. Or should I say tack så mycket? Yeah, that's basically what it is. I think I might have painted this a little bit too dark, but we'll see, we'll see. It's gonna be okay. So I'll probably use gouache for the light, like the what's it called, the rim light, and some of like the red reflected light along the edges. I think it's probably gonna be the easiest since I'm using gouache anyways. I can do that. I'm gonna add some more red to the background as well, like the moon. Okay, let's go back to the cheetah face and add some more color there. Needs to be darker. Let's see. Need a really desaturated color. I think I picked up some gouache that was left on my palette here. It feels weird. It got very like thick all of a sudden. So I'll just try to lift that out. Let's see if I have some spare piece of paper here. I'll just use this. Oh, getting paint all over my fingers. Let's see. Okay. Looks more like it. Let's see here. The ear is gonna be darker as well. Looks kind of greenish. I'm gonna be doing this, and then I use some water to spread it towards the edges. I'm just trying to get a handle on these shadows. It's a little bit difficult, but we'll get there. The line art kind of disappears. In this case, it's just pencil. It kind of gets like wrapped out and covered by paint, so it's not really gonna be there anymore. If I want to, I can go over some of the lines with and make them watercolor lines. I could do that if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I want to do that. We'll see. Let's see if I can lift out some of these little areas here. Try to not do too much with it. Just let it be. Looks kind of splotchy at the moment. I'm gonna be going over the hair again. Yeah, basically, that's the idea, anyways. That you just use instead of lines, you use like shapes to show edges. I think it's really difficult as well because I've always been uh, drawing much more than I've been painting. So for me as well, it's kind of a difficult thing to do. Um, so that's why I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. But yeah, it's something you learn, I guess, over time from practice. But I do find it really difficult as well, which is why I'm scared of this this painting actually. Oh my god. We'll see how it turns out. Okay. Let's see. These beads that are in shadow also need to be darker. So I'll go over them with a darker color. Like that, I think. Then at the edge, they're gonna look lighter, I think. I think that'll look cool. We'll see. I'm forgetting to drink my coffee. I'm sorry if I'm quiet now, but I'm really thinking hard about how I want this to look. This brush is like the perfect size for painting these little beads. It's really Really nice, actually. Kind of just dotting them in. There we go. Oh, very small left here. Kind of running out of the paint I mixed. Oh my god, what is English? That doesn't look too bad. I feel like I'm saying that over and over. But it's true, it doesn't look that bad. Let's see. My face is not really that dry yet, but I think I'm gonna be going over the moon with some more red color. What did I say, Carbs? I forgot what I said. Oh, okay. I guess, yeah. I'll just have to convince myself. There is no other way. I just painted the charger cable for my phone. I just painted it red. Good job. Good job, me. I actually don't know how much darker I can make this this moon without picking up the paint underneath, so we'll see. And I don't want all of it to be darker now, just like the outside edges. So I need a lot of paint and a lot of water, and then I'll try to make a little gradient with more water. Something like that, I guess. If I use too much water here, I'm gonna be picking up paint from the previous layer. That would be really bad. I don't want to do that. Just want it to be a little bit more vibrant. I feel like I'm using all my red today. Maybe I'll have to go out and buy some more. I'm using a lot of paint here. A lot of paint. Something like that, I think. Looks good. But it's gonna dry lighter again. Lighter. I have a problem with that word. Lighter and later. They're too similar. Lighter. And then for that cheetah eye, it also needs some more red paint. Just glob it on there. Oop, that's a lot of water. So I'm gonna be adding some red around the edges here. It looks a little bit better than before, I think. A little bit. Oh, that's a lot of red. Oh my god. I feel like suddenly this looks like a really evil painting. Something about the purple and the red eye makes it look evil. So I'm gonna go in with some really dark paint to paint some of the like tear marks and stuff on the cheetah face, just to get those in place for later. Because I'm afraid I'm gonna like not know where they go anymore if I don't put them in. Now this area is pretty wet, so we'll see how it goes. Oh no, it's running into the other one. Where is my... I have a small brush somewhere. Cheetahs are not evil. How dare you? Cheetahs are the purest animals, obviously. Huh. Let's see. Let's see if this looks good later. Should probably not do that while the paint is wet. So I need to put in some more shadows on the body here. It's still a little bit wet. Just thinking what I'm gonna do next. So even though the skin looked pretty dark before, now it looks really light again. So I'm gonna have to keep layering on that. I'm not liking this area here, so I'll have to fix that as well. There is a lot of stuff to do still. I will definitely not be finishing this tonight, but I'm definitely getting a start on it. I don't know if I should stream the rest or not. We'll just see. I don't know if you guys want to see me paint the whole thing some other time or not. I don't know, why not, Garbake? Yeah, I'll totally announce it. The thing is, I get so much anxiety that I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream by, like, if I say a specific time, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to stream by then, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I try to announce beforehand that I'm gonna be streaming at least, but maybe not exactly when. Let's see. I'm trying to decide on the color for the skin here. It's kind of difficult. Let's see if I have some better references. I have so many like tabs open with references, but I'm not looking at them really, which is stupid of me. I could totally go for something more blue here for the shadows. Blue, blue, blue. Let's see, we need to, or I need to paint that ear. Do I have a reference of an ear? I do. That leaving the stream on would be super weird. I guess that's one way you could do it if you were feeling that adventurous, but no, I don't think that's something that I would do. Oh, that's funny. I keep misplacing my references. It's not good. So are you guys up to something fun now while you're watching? I know I asked before, but I'm asking again. What are you guys up to? Oh, Tina, what are you playing? And Karbik, that sounds really difficult. Are you working on your suit? Am I allowed to talk about it? Or is it a secret? If it's a secret, I'm really sorry that I talked about it just now. Okay, thank you. I thought I ruined your secret there for a moment. Maybe it's not a secret, but maybe it's a cheekret. Huh? Huh? That's funny, right? Good cheetah pun. Oh, I really want to play the new Super Smash Bros. Game, but I don't have anything that can run it, unfortunately. Anubian, what snacks are you having? I would really want some snacks right now. Please share. Especially if there's some tasty Swedish ones. I don't know if I'm like legally allowed to listen to Christmas songs now, but I'm definitely listening to a Christmas song right now. I feel guilty, but it's good. The song, not that I'm feeling guilty. Ginger what? Not ginger chips, right? Oh, chips. Chips, chocolate, and some ginger things. What do you mean ginger things? Like lussekatter? No. Getting this background here in the middle of the arm that I'm not really happy with at all. I want it to go away. Oh, I'm messing up ginger and saffron. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Ginger candy? Can't think of any. I was totally thinking about Christmas from listening to that Christmas song. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Did you know what they're called in Swedish? Oh, okay. Huh. That's interesting. I like ginger, but I don't like it when it's super strong, so I'm not sure I would like those. Like a little bit of ginger, or some ginger is fine. That's another even wash. Oh my god. Painting is difficult, guys. Painting is indeed difficult. I need a I can talk. I really need to decide what I'm gonna do with this bottom part. I thought I might just paint it similar color to the background, and now I'm not sure anymore. Can't make it red because that's gonna pull too much attention from the focal point. Tricky. I think I'm gonna paint it dark, and then if I go over the background again, I can go over it as well, and some part of the lower body, and it should be fine. We can try that anyways. Why do I need more coffee, Carbs? I really don't think I need more coffee. I've had enough. Oh, English. Well, English is always hard. I don't think coffee makes it easier, honestly. I wish. I mean, it's not hard to speak English, but it's just hard to speak proper English. I keep messing up stuff when I speak Swedish as well, so it's just me being... I don't know what you call it. Let's see here. It's a little cheetah head. It's still a pretty light color, so I have to work on that. It feels like there is gouache on my palette. I think I put some white gouache here before, and now it feels really weird. Let's see here. What do I want to do here? little bit wondering what I'm doing at the moment. Just Swedish is, well, I don't know. I think English is, there are just so many like words that mean the same thing, but they have different degrees of like formality or whatever, and I think that's really difficult. And English pronunciation is not the easiest, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of blue suddenly. holy, holy crap. Oh my god. Where did all that blue come from? Usually the ultramarine is really difficult to get a lot of paint from, like the pan. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense today, honestly. So I'm painting these dark areas now here, where there is a lot of shadow. And I'll use my little other brush to just drag it out. Jazz. I don't know. It's a good question. This color is really dark because it's in shadow, but I don't know. I don't know. Trying to put in some details here now, just to define it a little bit more, because I'm feeling like it is looking a little bit weird. Maybe I'm making it worse. Probably making it worse. I'm trying to give some detail to the fur here. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Shouldn't have too much detail here anyway, but feeling like it looks a little bit off. I'll come back with that gouache later. Jazz, are you saying that younger people are lighter skin? What? Is that a thing? Doesn't really look like a cheetah until you add the tear marks. Like it does a lot for the cheetah likeness. Add some glorious cheetah mustache here. feeling like I'll break out my gouache soon, maybe, and do some details with that. Maybe. I don't really know. Like, I'm thinking the skin should be darker still, but I'm not sure. The hair definitely needs to be darker. Can mix it here, I guess. So right now, I'm just trying to fix the the values on this, trying to get them right. Let me think. Let's paint this really thing. I don't know if this is as dark as I want it. I think it is. I don't want to make it too dark. I don't really want to make it too dark now. Those beads have kind of disappeared a little bit, but it'll be fine. Trying to get rid of these little white spots here that I left accidentally. I think that's how dark I want the hair. It's gonna dry a little bit lighter now, but I think that's getting closer at least. And then I'll have to think about the skin. The skin. So this is my greatest problem right now is this skin. I'm getting a good color. So I'm just waiting for stuff to dry at the moment. And then we'll see what we'll do. Looks a bit weird how dark these this string thing is compared to the skin, so I'll have to do something about that. Don't know what yet, but we'll get there. So what I think I'm gonna be doing now is to add some white gouache. I think for the light effect. So I'm just getting a little jar of dried up gouache that I have here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm waiting for the stream window to show me what it looks like to you guys. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be using now. So I'm gonna have like a white outline kinda where the light is really strong, and then fade it outwards. So we'll see if it turns out nice. And gouache re-wets like really easily when it's so thin, so you can just spread it out. I'll just try to spread it like this. And I think it's gonna look cool. I really hope it's gonna look cool. Let's see. It already looks nice, I think. But the thing is, the gouache dries really, really transparent, so it's not gonna be as obvious when it's. Oh, shit. Oh no, that's a huge white dot. So, okay. Problem solved. So yeah, it's not gonna look as bright when it dries, but it's gonna look nice, I think. And I'm gonna go over the edges of the character as well. The thing, you could do this totally in watercolor, like transparent watercolor, if you saved your whites and stuff like that, but I just think this is much easier. It looks very effective as well, I think. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Everything is an experiment. Oh shit. It's a lot of white. And again, I started on the wrong side. I should have started on the left side. I never learn. extend it. We'll see what it looks like later. I'm not convinced that it's gonna look super cool, but we'll see. So I'm mixing in some red now with my gouache to paint this eye glow thing. We'll see how this turns out. We'll see how it turns out. I think I overdid a little there. Like that maybe. And yeah, you should go, Carbs. It's late there. I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep well. So accidentally the white gouache on the eye is making some cool effects that I didn't mean for them to happen, but I'll leave it like that for now. I need to add more shadows to the body, is what I need to do. And they need to be pretty dark. But I also need to add some more details to the face of the cheetah. I feel like I'm just noodling now. So, mm, I'm really thinking about what I should do next. There's a lot of detail work that I still need to do, but that comes last. I should really work on the shadows of the body. It's kind of moist still, so I'll just have to wait for it to dry. Okay, so I'm gonna use my hairdryer a little bit now. Then I'm gonna paint another layer of color on the skin, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. So I'll just mute my microphone now and use the hairdryer. I wonder what my neighbors think about me using the hairdryer in the middle of the night, basically. Hope they're not too annoyed. Poor neighbors. Poor neighbors. Okay, so here we go with another shadow pass on the body. It's gonna look really dark, but it's mostly ultramarine and it dries pretty light, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm also painting over those beads now because I didn't like how they stood out from the skin. We'll see if it turns out nice or not, or if I completely ruin it now. You gotta be brave. to paint in watercolor. That's what you gotta be. It looks totally too dark, but it'll turn out fine. Hopefully. What do you guys think? Does it look too dark? It looks pretty dark to me, but I think it's gonna look good in the end. Just trying to define that arm a bit more. Yes, Jazz, indeed. Indeed. That does look pretty dark. Uh-oh. Did I mess it up? Maybe. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I know exactly what I'm doing, guys. Maybe I know exactly what I'm doing. And you don't have to worry. Yeah. Fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it. Oh, I'm dropping brushes on myself. So, yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Definitely not liking these hard edges here. But what can you do? Can't fiddle with them too much. So I'll just have to leave them be for now. That's what you get from adding too much water on the sides here. Oh well. Probably gonna look fine later. We'll see how it turns out actually. I'm not sure anymore. It's probably gonna be fine. It's probably gonna be fine. Let's see. I like these hard edges here. They look kind of weird. Try to soften them a bit. Probably have to go back here later because it's still a bit wet there. So guys, I think I'm gonna stop here for tonight. Let this dry, and then I might continue tomorrow or some other day. But I'm getting tired, so I think it's time to stop painting. So I'm just gonna be washing my brushes here, and then I think we're done. So thank you everyone for joining. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. And it was really fun. Thanks guys. Thank you so much for coming. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming the rest of the painting or if I'm just gonna work on it while not streaming. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I will be, if I don't stream it, I will be posting updates on Twitter and on Instagram. So if you follow me there, you'll see it. If I stream again, you're very welcome to join me. Thank you so much for tonight, and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.